Hi, my name is Victoria Piccirillo. I'm with Henry Schein ProRepair, and today we're going to be going over some handpiece maintenance. We're going to act as if we just use this on the patient. So take your handpiece, and the first step you're going to want to do is clean the exterior of the handpiece. What we need to do is just take a paper towel and run it under some warm water. You're going to wash it over the exterior of the handpiece to get off any type of buildup that may have gone onto the handpiece during the procedure. If you have a handpiece with some of the grooves like this one right here, you're going to want to take a toothbrush and just run it over the handpiece, get anything that might be built up in those grooves. You do not want to use any type of disinfectant or any type of wipe that has alcohol in it on the exterior of the handpiece because those have corrosive agents. Once those corrosive agents get inside the handpiece, it causes damage to the airline or the waterline. And once those lines are cracked, you cannot repair the handpiece, so you want to make sure that you're using only warm water on the exterior. Now that we're done with cleaning the exterior of the handpiece, we're going to move on to the interior. What you need to do is grab some lubricant and find your drive line. The drive line is going to be the smaller of the two holes on the back end of the handpiece. If you need to reference, we do have a graph right here where you could see the different types of drive lines. Once you find your drive line, you're going to take your lubricant and put a few drops into that line. You're going to then take your handpiece and bring it back over to your station and hook it up to your tubing. You're going to want to run the handpiece over a paper towel and make sure that all the lubricant that you just put inside the handpiece comes out. You may see that it's discolored and that there's some buildup inside the handpiece coming out. That is good. That's what you want to see. You want to make sure that all that buildup is coming outside of the handpiece before we put it into the sterilizer. If we put it in the sterilizer before all that buildup is out, it's going to bake on into the interior of the handpiece and cause those lines to get clogged. So we're going to make sure that all that buildup is coming out. And once you see that the lubricant is no longer coming out and there's still some buildup, you're going to want to follow that step again and just put some more drops into the drive line and run it on the tubing. Once you see that all the lubricant is coming out and it's coming out clear, you're ready to move on to the next step and put it into the sterilizer. So we're going to take the handpiece, and we're going to want to remove the burr and put it inside the sterilizer. We're going to let the handpiece sit in the sterilizer and follow the sterilization process and make sure it goes through the complete cycle. Once the handpiece is done in the sterilizer, you're going to want to have the handpiece cool off naturally. You do not want to take the handpiece and force it to cool off faster by putting it inside with water or running under the sink. If there's water that gets inside this handpiece, it's going to cause rust. Once there's rust inside the handpiece, it's going to be deemed beyond repair. We can't get that rust out, so just be careful and make sure it's going to run its normal cooling process. You also want to be careful when taking the handpiece out of the sterilizer because it is going to be warm. Warm metal is compromised metal, and if you drop the handpiece, there's going to be dents inside the head. When there is a dent on the exterior of the head, it does cause the turbine to run improperly, and the handpiece is also deemed beyond repair at that point. So you just want to make sure it cools off naturally. Once the handpiece is cooled, you could take it and it's ready to use. Once you put some lubricant into the drive line again, run it over a paper towel to make sure that this turbine is lubricated and there's no friction. Once you see that lubricant come out, you can put it over the patient's mouth and you're ready for use. Thank you for watching this video. I hope this information was helpful. If you have any more questions, please give us a call at 800-367-3674.